Welcome back to From Nine to Mom.
We discuss balancing the 9 to 5 hustle with the beautiful chaos of motherhood. And today we're going to talk about a kind of serious topic, but also kind of humorous. So, we're talking a little bit about health and wellness today. If you guys listen to our podcast, you will know that when I turned 38, I spent the day celebrating by going to the dermatologist for a rash that came on my face after having Daisy. And while I was there, I had this little spot and I asked them to check it. Long story short, couple different appointments later, ends up it is skin cancer. It is the most curable kind of skin cancer, basal cell carcinoma, but I do have to have a procedure done to remove it and make sure that it doesn't spread. And I've been keeping Katie abreast of the journey as we're talking about it, and I feel bad making fun of it because it's not funny, but it is. Basically, if you're listening to this podcast, especially if you grew up in New York, I'm a West Sider, grew up in Greece, went to Aquinas. I lived in a tanning bed. Like, I was trying to be Snooki so hard for so many years that it definitely took its toll on my skin. And Katie, I don't know about you. Did you tan a lot? And
I did. Well, so first of all, thanks for sharing that. But this is our PSA to go get checked. Danielle's got me to get my
yes,
butt moving and get
everyone
checked.
go.
I have obviously very fair skin, so I was absolutely in a tanning booth. But I stopped in college because I just didn't have time.
Yeah.
And it wasn't as convenient for me in good old Fredonia to go. So I would just I feel like every day I could in high school, but then I kind of stopped because I was doing that, and then I moved to Florida. So
So then you were in the sun, but even the real sun, because I actually talked to the dermatologist because, like, is it because I was frying myself in a tanning bed for 10 years? And she said that it's actually not just that. It's a lot of the regular sun exposure, and I'm a sun worshiper. My husband says, he makes fun of me all the time. Like, I'm tanorexic. Like, you cannot get enough tan. I bathe myself in oil. I wanted to be a piece of bacon. Like, I just wanted to be as tan as humanly possible. And it obviously, I burnt all the time. This is like my burn line where I always burnt.
Yeah.
And that's exactly where the spot is. So, true PSA to everybody, go get checked. When we get done having babies, we're like, screw it. I don't want to see another doctor if I don't have to. Like, please don't touch me.
Keep me out of the office. I don't want to call and make appointments. I don't want to talk to nurses. I'm sick of being naked in front of everybody.
Yes.
Like, enough.
And especially when you get checked, if you're like Katie and I, like, I have freckles, moles, like I'm fair. So you're naked and they're just it's like you're specimen at all times. Like, can I for 1 minute just not
can I be a human and just be left alone?
If it's not my kids or my husband's, it's a doctor.
Right. And you push everything off. Like, I'm talking dentist. Like, I didn't want to go anywhere. I was like, everyone leave me alone. Give me like 6 months. But then you get behind.
And you don't have time either.
Yeah. And I've been sitting here I'm being bad, but I owe a call to my primary care to get my physical done because I'm like, I'm sick of physicals. But like, this is the biggest, your body's changing so much after you have a baby that you have to.
And I wouldn't have asked about it if I didn't go in for the rash. So go in, do your annual check it out. But because it's so easy to cure if you just catch it at the right time. So I did. And it's going to be great. I have a great dermatologist that a mom referred me to because she knew she was awesome. It's on my face. So, I keep joking. Like, I'm going to look really cool.
We're going to still love you.
We'll show you. Yeah. My best friend told me that she's just going to hide me like Quasimodo. So, that was but that's the kind of love I need. But that got us thinking about really health and wellness, kids, especially how we took care of ourselves when we were in our younger years. We want to take a little bit better care of our kids.
Absolutely.
But there's so many options out there, so many kinds of opinions about, should it be all natural? Should you just spray anything on your kid? And we want to talk a little bit about that today. We asked you guys for some opinions about sunscreen. So we're going to start there because it's the skin protectant of the world. So Katie, what did the people say?
Yeah. So I just put a question box out, and I mean, everyone that replied, it was only 2 options. It was Think Baby or Baby Ganix. And once I read those, I'm like, I've never used either of those for my children. And
I've used both.
What the fuck am I missing? Like, what did I miss? I missed something.
Katie's over here using good old like sports spray from Walmart.
Literally, I'm like going and getting the Target brand stick, like if I could get Jack to just stay still long enough to put any sunscreen on, I was like, that's a win. But he and Ryan are blessed with the olive skin
Yes.
tone. Like they don't burn. Like,
Yeah.
but I know I
Colton
have
either.
to put it. I know I have to put
Daisy's
it
like
on
damn
him.
Casper, so I get it.
We're gonna see what. Yeah, her and Calvin and me will be sitting under in the shade this summer.
Yes.
But yeah, I was like, I didn't realize. Like, you don't realize. I always am like, I see those in the aisles, but I don't know. And then I was just telling you about this before. There's that Yuka app that you can scan stuff.
I never heard of this.
Yeah, so like there's all these people that do videos on TikTok and they scan it and are like telling you it's a really low score. So you go through all these things that you think are like they're branded to look like they're good for kids and they're not.
Yeah,
but,
I won't say the brand on here, but like one of my favorite brands that I was all about smell. Like I think it's called Hawaiian. Is it Hawaiian Tropic? Is that the brand? Like I love that coconut smell. So I wanted that smell with the kids. So there was a brand that I was buying and then someone had an allergic reaction. I looked up reviews and I was like, this was supposed to be all natural, organic, and no.
Yeah. We just use good old Coppertone at our house.
Yeah, the little baby butt. That's what we grew up on.
I'm like, it's fine, right?
But
you're right. I got the sport kind and it's that's what we
I think that there's a lot of options out there and I think it matters like if there's price ranges. So like that does make a difference. Some people can't go out and spend $50 on a thing
for how much they're going through it too. Like you could go through it very quickly with the
like
kids.
If you're in the South or you're in the summer and even in New York and you're home with the baby, like Ryan's gonna be home with the kids, like they're gonna be in the sun all day.
Playing. So I did look up Baby Ganix. Someone did put in, so thank you for giving the tip. There is a rollerball. So that's in my Amazon cart. We're gonna give it a try.
And we'll share the link with you guys because Baby Ganix is really good.
It's $20 though for 2 rollerballs.
They last. So I haven't used the rollerball, but the sticks like for your face. And I know we laughed about this. So trying to lube up your kid with.
Thanks for saying it that way.
With mineral sunscreen. If you've never done it, it is like trying to like, I don't know, like
it's the hardest
so
thing you've
thick.
ever done.
Yes.
Physically.
And they're
like you're exhausted.
It's the hardest. Aside from birth, it is probably the hardest thing I've ever done because they're like alligators, like wiggling, rolling. They don't want it on them. And it's sticky. Like the mineral is so sticky.
Yeah.
So I went to spraying the mineral in my hands, rubbing it like this and then rubbing it all over their bodies.
Okay.
I don't know how well that works, but that's just what I've been dealing with.
Getting burned. So think baby for, I don't know how many ounces is in this one, but so for the lotion, it's about $9. The stick is $9. So like, I don't know.
Neutrogena makes a kid's mineral one, but like you just don't know. And then I know a lot of people, and I have used it because when I visited, I used it, and then she brought some here. It's called Pipette, and it's actually the easiest. I am obsessed with that brand in general. It's like an all natural brand that is just. It's a great brand, but also it's spread way easier than the other ones. It was more like a natural lotion than the thick mineral stuff.
Yep.
But I don't know. I think as long as there's lotions on your kids, it's better. And then there's some people that say don't.
Same price range.
It is?
I'm fact checking on Amazon.
Yeah, do it. Fact check it.
No, I did. It's about the same price as that. So that's about what they run. And then you got
But you can't get it in the store, I don't think. That's why I think Baby is and
that's an Amazon.
Baby Ganix is more popular.
And then you got Coppertone that's 2 of the extra large ones for $14.
I think if you're putting sunscreen on your kids, like
you're judging. Sorry.
That's a great start, right?
I probably got it at like TJ Maxx or Marshalls too, to be honest.
Oh, they have great deals. They have Kula, like the mineral sunscreen for us.
Yeah.
Like that's one of my favorite brands.
What do you use now? Did they give you any recommendations of what to use?
They haven't given me any recommendations of what to use. The one thing that I'm doing daily that is not from a doctor, but my good friend is a lot. Now that I'm saying it, like a lot of my best friends are like natural human beings, which is hilarious. As I sit over here and drink my like processed everything. Diet Cokes,
Diet Cokes.
But she gave me this, and I'll actually share the link too. It's a zinc and niacinamide. I'm saying it wrong. Sorry.
Niacinamide.
That Mm-hmm. So you know about it?
No, I just know the word.
Well, I'm really proud of you. You're so smart. So
do you know how much time I spend on TikTok?
Yeah, that's true.
Okay.
I got a dropper that I put all over my face. It's
Okay.
supposed to be able to help cure it, like from the inside out. And I take a vitamin
Okay.
now. So a lot of people are saying zinc. So just like regular zinc.
Any zinc. Hmm.
Um, but I'll ask the dermatologist when I go. I go on Thursday for like precursor checkup next Thursday, and then um I'll see what they suggest. But it was kind of surprising. It's a turn from the sunscreen, but I when I had the rash on my face, they wanted me to use special face wash. And
Oh,
you want to
really?
know what the kind they suggested to me was?
What?
Neutrogena, hyaluronic, like
Yeah.
the blue bottle, not anything
Yeah.
fancy.
Yeah.
It was kind of crazy because was
I
using
see a
very
lot of
expensive stuff.
you wouldn't know, but I follow a lot of makeup people on TikTok, or maybe they come on my For You page because they're sending me a message. I don't know.
Hey,
And
girl.
they all use it a lot. Like they're like, this is the drugstore one
That's
that
what
we
they
use.
said to use.
You
So I'll
know,
ask what they say. But I
interesting.
think the
Yeah.
best thing to do for kids is just find something that they will sit still for you to put it on their bodies.
Hmm.
And then maybe we should try that app. Like I feel like I might invest in that app here.
I find if I'll scan stuff around my house and they'll be like red dye
Oh my
this.
God.
I actually try to not do that, but I know that's a whole nother conversation we could get into.
No, but let's transition a little bit into the red dye thing, the vitamins, because the reason I started
Yeah.
Colton on vitamins, and like there's mom vitamins and then there's kid vitamins. Let's start with
Right.
kid, because Colton was having these like little tantrums that he's over them now. It's not the
Yeah.
vitamins that fixed it. I'm going to be honest,
Okay, I
because he
was gonna
won't eat
say.
them. But we were like looking into it, and Jordan sent me this TikTok, how we all learn all of our knowledge these days.
Yeah.
If they ban TikTok, we are also screwed. But they basically said like it could be because of the red dyes in your food. They're missing
Mhm.
nutrients. Like you need to be giving them multivitamins.
Yep.
So I ordered a brand called Haya, which was very, very well rated, and it's super easy. It's auto shipment, and they
Mhm.
taste exactly like the Flintstones gummies, or not gummies, the Flintstone vitamins that we
Vitamins.
used to
Yep.
get. Did you
Yep.
eat those?
Absolutely. I would
The
use as many as
best.
I could. Yep.
Like I would beg my mom. I'd lie and say I didn't
Yep.
eat them. My kid hates these vitamins. I'm so pissed. Me and Jordan ate them all, so don't worry, they didn't go to waste. But they were our adult multivitamins
Fine.
for the week. But he hated the way they tasted. He would literally gag. So
Oh my
like
God.
didn't eat them, but they were ranked high. Then we tried the gummies. But if
Yep.
they have the sugar on them, Colton won't eat them. So like, are you having any? I don't know when you're supposed to start the gummies. Haya tells you, but whatever.
I don't know either. We all of a sudden we were at Jack's one of the appointments recently. Not he's 2.5, so a couple times ago now. And they were like, "Oh, is he on any multivitamins?" I'm like, "No, but should he be?" And they're like, "Oh no, just some people start. Like, you don't have to." I'm like, okay. But then it made me think, like, should I be? Like, this kid eats like a bird. Like, he doesn't eat anything of substance. Like,
Yeah,
should
and
I
that's
be
the
giving
thing.
him something?
Yes, but the truth is what? And if they don't like them, will you force them? For me, they're a treat. I have those Lemmy gummies for me,
Yep.
the ones that we gave away. And congratulations to Melissa. She's a friend of mine that I met, a mom friend through daycare, but she got the Lemmy gummies. But I've been taking them for over a month now,
Hmm.
and they are so tasty. Like I cannot wait until I
gotta
get to
try
eat
'em.
them.
We do the bulk vitamins from BJ's. So
Yeah, at
whatever
least
there
you're
is
taking
there,
them.
nature, or whatever. I did check. Jack's doesn't have the red dye. There's no added sugar. But that's the other thing is like, yeah, you could get really crazy about vitamins and like, I don't, where are you getting an
Well,
extra
you've got
50
I did the
on
Ollie
vitamin?
brand for a while, but then you have the special ones, the Sam's Club ones. I mean, is there a
Yeah,
bad one? Is there a good, like, is there a good one?
I don't
I don't
know.
know.
I don't know. Like the little sugar in that is way less than every other piece of sugar that I'm putting in my
I
mouth
love
the
how
rest
we're,
of the
yeah,
day.
like, I love how
Like
we're
that's
worried
not the
about
what's
it.
setting me
Yeah.
over.
It's
Let's
in
be
my
real.
son's, like, shoveling down cinnamon rolls that like
Right,
his
that
grandparents brought over.
the
Like,
little vitamins
I'm
really
really
what
worried about the 2 grams of sugar and the vitamin.
yeah,
I'm personally not, but some
I know.
people, and more power to them, their kids haven't had any sugar, so that little bit of sugar
Right.
is a lot for them. So if you're one of the moms who is like a Michelle that's making her own food, if you listened last week, we're
Yep.
jealous of, tell us what we should be giving our kids. We need to know.
Yes, if you've done the research, you need to share it and no gatekeeping so that we can just
Yeah, just
be
tell us
on
the
the right
truth.
track.
We
Be
want to
on
be
the
on the
right
right
track.
track, because I think there's just too many.
Do the
There's
right
just
thing.
too many options. When I was pregnant, I switched vitamins like 1,000 times
Yep.
because I didn't know which ones were the best. And the Ollie ones, I'm sorry, were so good.
Yeah, I did the Smarty Pants. Is
I
that
did Smarty
right?
Pants too.
That's what I like. They were tasted the best, and I was like,
Smarty
and
Pants did taste the best,
they didn't make
actually.
me sick. Like every
I
other,
couldn't take
I
I got these ritual ones, which were, they were
okay,
definitely
those
the
made me so
best.
sick.
Me
Those made
too.
me so sick.
I like throwing up sick.
Yes, I was like gagging after I would take it. It would
But I
sit, and
never
I was
really,
like, it's coming back up the whole time.
yeah. And then you had to take like the fishy one, and it was good for you. You knew it's good for you, but what my body, it's because we're Black SUV moms. Our bodies just rejected the
Yeah,
goodness.
literally. I know.
They were like, no, this is not for you.
No, bitch. Here
Go
you go.
eat your Smarty Pants gummy bears.
Get your red dye for your kid. You need it.
But it's scary because you hear all these things that like everything's causing cancer, everything is causing behavioral problems, and you want to be a good mom. We all want to be good moms, but we all also have restraints, time, money, resources, whatever it is. And it's like, I could research from sun up to sundown about vitamins for the next 5 days and still not know the best vitamin.
And then your kid, you find the ones that you think are the best, and your kid rejects them.
Yeah, like Colton.
Like, yeah, you can't. What do you do?
Who rejects a Flintstone gummy? Like, the kid's not right. I did something wrong.
He's got to. This is the telling sign. Yeah, it's very
it's
very
just
hard. It's
hard.
overwhelming, and it's like that with so many things. So like, we try to keep fairly healthy snacks because I know that's going to be something we talk about eventually. I was just telling you, we're getting Jack signed up for preschool, and one of the things is they tell you you're going to have to pack a snack, and that Ryan and I don't really do food prep during the week for the kids because they get fed at the places they're at,
which is awesome.
And so this will be an adjustment, and we haven't even fully signed up for the preschool. I'm already like, what snacks can I send that I'm not going to get judged for? Because I do try to, I give them fairly good snacks. I buy the special stuff.
Yeah, you get the Sammy Jammies. I feel like your kids eat well.
Yeah. So like, and if you shop at Aldi's, if you buy Aldi brand, there's no artificial dyes in it.
Listen though, think about sports. Now that Jackson's sports, you're not having games. We're having games. So there's snack time. The kids get so amped about Pringles. The last game, someone brought Twinkies. Colton gave me his Twinkie, which was the greatest moment of my week because I love a Twinkie and I'm not trying to house those anymore. But like the snacks you bring, as long as they are easy for them to travel with, eat, like it's fine. You're not going to be a bad mom, and they'll get old enough. They're going to start trading. That's going to be the problem. It's like trade up, trade down.
Then you bought all the expensive stuff, and your kids they're trading.
Yeah, because I go to there's like Thrive Market, like you can order online. Yeah. And for a while there, I was like, I'm going to be holistic. Because I went gluten-free a few years ago because of an issue. And like that spurred me on this like health journey.
Right.
You know? So I was ordering from Thrive Market, which is an awesome market, but it's also like super expensive. So like a thing of like fruit roll-ups is like $45, where at Target it's $4.50. Still expensive, but you know, it's a little bit different. So that's like, it's just all so much. And then we're in the season right now where Colton's going to be going to summer camp now in between school, and it's warm here. So it's mosquito season. And then we have to get into like the bug spray situation. And you're going to think I'm making this shit up, but it's not something you can make up. Colton has Skeeter syndrome. Sounds so stupid. But we noticed he was getting mosquito bites, and I don't react to mosquito bites. Like I don't get anything, but his were getting so raised, but not just like raised. His whole like ankle would swell all the way almost up to like halfway up his calf, and he would end up with these like open sores, right? And he'd cry. He couldn't put shoes on his feet. They'd be so swollen. It was so bad. And I just thought he was allergic. Okay, Colton's allergic to mosquitoes. This sucks. So we started doing research on bug spray. Then I was with another parent who's like, oh, my son, we have to be so careful. He has Skeeter syndrome. I'm like, what? And then they explained Skeeter syndrome. I researched Skeeter syndrome, asked the doctor about Skeeter syndrome. Skeeter syndrome's a real thing. It's where kids get cellulitis from mosquito bites.
Is it only in kids? Because I think Ryan, just from listening to this, thinks he has it.
I honestly don't know. So Ryan, you could have Skeeter syndrome. I'm not sure. We should research that.
I think his is psychological, but it's okay.
I mean, that makes that tracks, you know?
Yeah.
It's okay though. So I had to start thinking about bug sprays early, and I didn't want to like throw DEET all over this kid. So I made
Yeah.
a natural bug
Good for
spray.
you.
Yeah, witch hazel, lavender, lemon.
Mm,
And then I started putting like wristbands and lathering him up in bug spray.
Right.
Anyways, but it did work. It's just
okay.
when you have
We're
like,
gonna definitely need to get that going here. Bug spray for us. But I saw Baby Ganix has a spray
oh, I didn't see that.
because I probably won't be making my own.
Well, and the thing about making your own is like you have to have it like if you're at a friend's house, you're not gonna have your like, oh, hold on, let me bust out my witch hazel lavender lemon.
Well, you
So
should in your bag
yeah,
with like all his extra stuff. You should have that.
yeah. As I'm
White
like
white
shoving diapers,
white
I'm
SUV mom
carrying my
theme
little round thing with diapers and wipes shoved in it, it's
sticking
falling
out.
everywhere. But there are, like you said, Baby Ganix has one. That's a good one. They also just came out with those stickers. So I ordered some. I'm going to try them.
Okay.
So
Okay,
you like
I
put
gotta
the
try that
sticker
too.
on. And
Yep.
it's supposed to like help. Maybe it's a mental thing though. We'll know if Colton blows up like a balloon if
I
it
didn't
worked
say
or
his
not.
is a little more serious, so yeah, you'll know
Yeah.
for sure.
So
They
you
also have those stickers for the sunscreen
that tell you, yes, back to
when
sunscreen
to
that tell you when
reapply,
to
right?
reapply it. Have you tried them?
No, the sun's only out 4 months here, so
That's true. Like it's literally sunny all the time
Yeah.
here, which I'm not
Ugh,
complaining because I
so
love the
tough.
sun. But
I just saw it for the first time today.
So we have to try those. I should order those, and
Yeah.
I'll give you an
Yeah.
update on how they work because
Yeah,
our pool
we're
opens this
talking
weekend.
about a lot of things today, so we're gonna do a recap on our Instagram, on our stories, and we'll start posting the stuff that we've tried, giving you guys some links because I'm sure we're gonna need help testing all this stuff. Let's be real. I can't test 7 different sunscreens.
Yeah, we need you guys. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna make a post. We're gonna talk about sunscreen, vitamins, snacks, and bug spray.
You can post your how to make your own.
Let us. Yeah, I'll do a how you made it. I actually could do that because I have the little glass bottles still. But we'll post about it. We'll share all the things that we talked about on here, and then if you guys can tell us, like, please, and like let us know like what worked for you, what didn't, so everybody else can see it too. It's great. We get to see your stories, but like, let's help each other out here. There's just too many choices.
Yeah, it's so much.
It's just overwhelming.
So I think with that, it's time for us to clock out.
Yeah, and clock back into the 9 to 5. We'll look for some content from us, and we'll talk to you next week.
Bye.
Bye.